Big Hollywood has invaded our government we have here. It's everywhere. It even invaded our space of anime. So today, we're going to talk about that. Alright, so the new Demon Slayer movie is coming out in a few weeks here, the To the Hashira training arc. And if you even want to call it a movie, you can, but it's getting a theatrical release. So today we wanted to discuss how we feel about these movies that we're getting lately. The last one that we got was the To the Swordsmith Village arc, which wasn't really a movie. It was just the last 2 episodes of the previous arc mixed in with like the first 2 episodes of the latest arc. And it got me wondering, hey, do we or do we not like this? Do we want this to continue? Because Demon Slayer, I guess, is setting the trend as far as this goes. We've gotten movies in the past, like My Hero movies, those are fine. We've gotten like the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, which is just a story from the volume 0, so it didn't really tie in with anything. But Demon Slayer, for some reason, after Mugen Train, has just been making these movies that are just their episodes in movie format. And why are they doing that? What is the point of this? I stay on the side of I don't like this. This is kind of annoying. It's fun. It's a cool experience for us to go and like see the movie with all the people that you the fellow fans that you have. You build a foundation of friendship around you. You see these things like the Dragon Ball movies when those came out. That was a fun time. And everybody who went, they're all fans of the property. And even when I did see it, our theater at the time, our projector went down. And when it went down, all the little Dragon Ball nerds around us kept talking about like Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle or hey, what's your favorite Budokai game and all this stuff. And it's a community. I get that at the end of the day. But as far as the product that we're getting, how I feel about that, I don't think it's beneficial in any way for me as a fan, I guess, because what's the point of going to see something and spending money, your hard-earned money, to go see this in the theater when you can just wait like an extra 2 weeks to watch it air on your TV, on your Crunchyroll, whatever.
At this point, we've seen this countless times now, with Resurrection of F, Naruto's The Last, a ton of others. It's going to be an unfortunate trend that I think companies are going to continue to push down our throats, mostly because it makes money, and that's the part that sucks. I agree with Nate for pretty much the whole of it. I don't think that it benefits the fans in any way for us to have to both pay for the content and go to the feature, and then wait for the content and then have it come out, and we're just doing the same thing all over again. One of the things that I always hear about being an issue is the overworking of animators. So what the hell is the point in overworking them and doubling the workload? Oftentimes, there's little to no changes other than the lack of quality between the giant budgets that are movies and the standard budget that is an anime episode. Which isn't a knock at anyone's skill in any means. It's just a huge difference in money. So, you get different work.
I'm not saying that anime can't get movies or theatrical releases, but I feel like they have to be something that's fun and a big event and a story that is somewhat separate from the mainline story or something that will continue the story further. Like with Dragon Ball, some of the movies aren't canon, but they are its own little story, which is cool because you're not going to see this in the regular release of the anime. These episodes will never be shown. These are just like, hey, if you watch the movie, you'll see this, but if you never watch it, you're never going to see this, you're never going to experience this, which I think is the better format of which these animes can choose to go. I think it's a better situation for us all because it's exclusivity at the end of the day. So I like that aspect of it. If it's going to be a new story, or if it's like Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0, where it shows you something that you're not going to get in the anime, but it is going to give you more backstory for the mainline story, I do appreciate that.
It just sucks. I mean, nobody wanted to sit through seeing Frieza come back to Earth, reinvade, try to fight everyone. Gohan did that weird thing where he cried, yelled. It's just, it feels gross, and a lot of the time the animation in those scenes is so disingenuous to the rest of the product that it just feels entirely out of place. And if we could skip that, all the better.
And the next thing we have coming out, I think later on this year, is the Chainsaw Man, the new Bomb Devil arc. I don't know if they're going to make it into like Demon Slayer is doing, where they're going to give you the movie and then give you the episodes after, or if it's going to be a situation of, hey, if you never watched the movie, you're not going to know what happens. And if you watch Season 2 of Chainsaw Man, it's going to be after the Bomb Devil arc. So if you missed the movie, you're going to miss out. That is cool to me because, hey, at the end of the day, we all went and watched this together. We put the effort to go see it. I think it just defeats the purpose of you making a movie and then turning around and saying, like, oh, it's actually going to air in like a few weeks. I get that you want to make money, and that's cool and all, but I feel like us as the fans, we don't really benefit from that. And I don't think anybody likes it either because we waste the first half of the new season by watching these episodes that we had just seen. Like, what is the point of that? We just saw this. Why are you wasting our time, basically? And I get it. It's for like the other casual fans who had no idea the movie even came out and they're watching it for the first time. That's cool. But if that was the case, let's just do that instead of making a movie. There's no point in doing that.
I can kind of understand where they came from originally with the whole Mugen Train thing and making that a film. There was a particular type of emotion and quality that they wanted to get across. And again, I'm sure they just wanted to make a buck. But there's just no reason that we need to keep going down this trend. Because if that's the case, what do you got? Like 2, 3 more movies? Yeah, good luck with that. You're going to burn through the series before you know it. It's going to be something to bite you in the ass at the end of the day, in my opinion. It's not going to work for long form formats, and it's not going to give the fans an ample opportunity to really absorb the whole of it. And trust me, in this particular case, you're going to want them to do that, because if not, people won't remember it fondly. And you can quote me here. If that happens, I just want everyone to look back and be like, you know what? That angry little man was right. We did get mad about that.
And I'm going to see it. Yeah, I understand. I'm not going to fight that feeling. I'm going to be there first night for this fucking Demon Slayer movie watching it because I'm falling into the trap. But I don't like it. I don't like falling for this trap.
So what's the answer? Do we stop making anime episodic or arc movies? Nah. I mean, I'll watch some depending on what it is. I just don't think that needs to be the new thing that we're all doing. If anything, maybe the last manga run of One Punch could get that treatment for its last arc, or you could probably do that to introduce a new anime or a new manga into animation format, as opposed to being like, hey, here's like 12 episodes and then the movie. No, just come out, do it big, and then go from there. You see it with gacha games all the time when they get a 12 episode run. Why can't we do that in reverse? Give somebody a movie to start out, and then if people don't like it, we could just say, that was a weird one-off movie, but at least we saw the movie version. But what do you think? Are you excited to see the next Demon Slayer movie that's coming out, or would you prefer that they just kind of buckle down and create some foundation to the series and the anime as a whole so that you have more stuff to binge? Would you prefer something else? Let us know down below. Or follow, or comment. You can copy the link and send it to somebody. There's all kinds of ways that you can show your support. And know that we genuinely appreciate it. Thanks every time. Peace.